Lars Andersson, the head coach of UNCP women's soccer. Coach, last time out was a 2-0 win over Montevallo. What stood out to you from that contest?
Well, I think I want to give a lot of credit to Montevallo first. They are extremely disciplined. They're well coached. Coach Lane is a very good coach. He comes with a lot of experience. He worked at Belmont Abbey. He was at Charlotte for a stint, and that team was very, very well organized. They were tough to break down, although we statistically dominated the game. Had an opportunity to take the lead 45 seconds into the game and had several opportunities that followed that in the first half. We couldn't break through until the 6th to 9th minute. So really it was a game the entire 90 minutes, even though we statistically dominated. But obviously, I thought the thing that stood out about us was the fact that we stayed calm, we stayed composed, we stayed with the game plan, even though we weren't getting the goals. We felt like they would come eventually, and sure enough they did. And that's a sign of a good team that doesn't panic, that stays with the game plan and understands that if you do the right thing, good things will come in the end.
After an 0-3 start, now 3 straight wins for your club, what's been the difference?
Well, I go back to the genius scheduling done by me. I think maybe we overscheduled a little bit. The early opponents were very, very difficult. Also, we played too many games in too few days. You would think after 21 years of head coaching I would know better, but I can always learn, I can always get better. I don't think I'll do that again, but I don't want to take anything away from the 3 teams that beat us. All 3 were better than us on the day. We also start 5 or 6 players on any given game day that are new to the program. It takes time to get those players used to our system, get them incorporated into what we do. If I was the king of college soccer, the season would be 5 months, not 2. It's a very short season. Preseason camp is too short, and really a team is not coming into its own until 6-7 games into the season. I think we're starting to come to that point.
Now, looking back at last week one more time, both goals in that game scored by Courtney Crump. What does she bring to your offense?
Well, Courtney is an incredibly athletic player. She's a stubborn player, and I mean that in a good sense. I was a forward for a portion of my career, and you have to have belief in yourself. You have to believe that every shot's going to go in. I believe Wayne Gretzky, to quote a hockey player, once said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You have to continue to shoot. She was in a bit of a quote-unquote slump, and broke through, and I think there'll be lots more goals to come from Courtney. She's, like I said, a great dribbler. She's a great shooter, and she's just a special player. And when things start to come together for her, she will score a lot more goals.
Now, this weekend, taking on Clayton State, what do you expect to see against them?
Well, Clayton State is a team that we've had difficulty with in the past. They have a couple of really, really, really special players. They're well organized. They're a very well composed team. They know what it takes to win. They find a way to win. Their place is tough to play at. That pitch is short but wide. It's almost like a square. It's very unusual. We've broken them down through a number of scouting reports. We actually got a video on them, and we're going to try to make sure that our team is ready, set up, and I believe it'll be a dogfight. I give them a lot of credit. They're a great team, and we have not had success against them in the last 2 or 3 years. But my belief going into any game is obviously always that our team's going to come out on the winning end.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend. The Braves at Clayton State, 5 p.m. Saturday. Here with Phil Hindson, head coach of UNCP men's soccer. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Coach, last time we saw the Braves was Wednesday, 2-0 win over Belmont Abbey. What's the biggest takeaway from that game?
We just try to build again from last weekend, the positive performance that we had, positive win, and I think the guys have done well. You can see in practice the kind of excitement now, and then obviously I think the speed of play was better on Wednesday than we've seen all season, so hopefully we can take that into the game tomorrow.
Wednesday was another shutout for Kenneth Perkinson in goal, but a bunch of guys made plays to keep the ball out of net. Can you talk a little bit about your defense?
Yeah, we're getting better, but really the defending starts from the front, so it's not just a case of the back 4, the back 5, back 6. It's about everybody. So collectively, I think defensively we're improving, and that's very important.
On offense, you've had 7 guys so far this season score goals. What do you like about your attack?
I think we've got guys that can play in a lot of different positions, so we're trying to find the right kind of solution with the different players. Because essentially, when we're going forward, it's almost 4 strikers. But we're trying to figure out who the right person in each position, because several of them can play in different areas. So that's what we're trying to figure out. But it's good to have that flexibility, because last year we didn't have that. It was kind of rigid, and we had to play a certain style. But it's a little bit more fun this year with that.
Well, this weekend, Clayton State. What's the quick scouting report on them?
They're always difficult. It's always very athletic. It's going to be a very difficult game. They're going to have most of the ball, because that's the way they always are. They're going to have more possession, so we've got to defend well. We've got to close them down, make it difficult for them to break through, and obviously take advantage on the counter-attack.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend. That's Phil Hindson, the head coach of UNCP men's soccer, the Braves at Clayton State on Saturday night.